Welcome back to the channel. Very important update. What does the future look like for Pulsechain, Pulsex and Hex? What happens now? Are we going to see price explode, or are we going to see these projects disappear and unfortunately go to zero? Or it's going to be revealed in this video. Now, for those of you who do not already know, the SEC charged Richard Heart, which is why we saw a massive sell-off in price. We'll get into that shortly. But I just want to make it clear, this isn't unique. We know that if the SEC goes after a cryptocurrency project or a founder, price typically takes a hit. We saw this with XRP, we saw this with many different projects, etc. Right? So this isn't something that's out the ordinary, but we just want to know, will the project bounce back, which I'm about to reveal. But before I get started, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and as always click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates and much more. So just very quickly, the SEC also charged Heart and Pulsechain with fraud for misappropriating at least 12 million of offering proceeds to purchase luxury goods, including sports cars, watches, and a 555 carat black diamond, reportedly the largest black diamond in the world. Right, so this, for those of you who would have seen this before, really I should have started with the headline. SEC charges Hex founder Richard Heart with misappropriating millions of dollars of investor funds from unregistered crypto asset securities offerings that raised more than $1 billion. Right, now this is going to be an ongoing situation. The good news is that the community is extremely strong, right? This is the good news here. That's why we haven't seen these projects go completely to zero. We do know, obviously, that we're down over 90+%, right? We cannot deny that, but we're at a very interesting level because there's two things that could occur. Number one, we could see prices stagnate, or number two, we can see a resurgence in price. We could see price take off from this area. And the current chart that we're looking at is Pulsex, right? This is Pulsex currently. We'll also look at Pulsechain. So if we were to just see price go back to the sell-off point that we saw, that would be a 350% move. Price back to all-time highs from this current area would be 1,376%. If we were to have a quick look at Pulsechain, Pulsechain would be back to its highs. Obviously this chart does look very different than when we did our first update. It should be a lot more than this, but even if price goes back to its sell-off point, it'll be over 300%. Now the main thing that needs to occur is some sort of resolution, right? This isn't going away. I want to make it clear to everybody. Once the SEC is on it's charged someone, there needs to be the issue resolved. So there needs to be some kind of conclusion, the outcome. Some people are saying that Richard Heart is going to end up going to prison. Some people are saying that there's going to be a settlement. Some people, a lot of people are saying loads of things. Me personally, I'm not going to speculate on what will happen, but what I can speculate on is the price action. And I actually don't think that Pulsechain and Pulsex is going to be permanently affected by the current situation. I do actually believe that price could still take off whilst the case is ongoing, especially if there is some bullish sentiment that that comes about, etc. But either way, I do actually believe that Pulsechain and Pulsex and Hex could potentially still have a massive rally by the end of the year. So maybe in the fourth quarter or maybe next year. Who knows? Right now, with that being said, me personally, I would not be adding positions. I want to make this perfectly clear to everybody watching this. I'm not adding positions. I'm happy with my current bag. I've got my exit strategies and all of that kind of stuff lined up. Again, that's available in CryptoGoo Premium. So if you want a game plan, if you want a strategy, if you want to know what we are personally doing, now would be a good time to join CryptoGoo Premium. Link is in my description. You also get access to over 100x gems and more, right? So fortunately, we are in a good position. The main people I do feel sorry for are the people that were 100% in on Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex, and now down over 90%. And again, this is a classic reason why I always say you never want to be overly exposed to one cryptocurrency, because guess what? If Pulsex, Pulsechain, and Hex doesn't move, it doesn't bounce back, you would have wasted an entire bull cycle, right? And that's not what I want for you guys. But I do actually believe that Pulsex and Pulsechain and Hex could actually move during the next bull cycle. So I don't believe the project is dead. But of course, we're going to be monitoring price and the case extremely closely. So just to conclude this video, what does the future look like for Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex? I do think we do have a rocky road ahead, but I do think we are I do kind of think we've hit rock bottom in a sense. I mean, where do we go from here, right? Do we see price go lower from here? I don't know. I don't see that. I do see us starting to slowly creep back to the upside. So we're going to have to wait and see anyway. But make sure you join Crypto Crew Premium so you can get your strategy in place and your game plan in place. I'll see you all later. Don't forget to join the Telegram group, follow me on Twitter, and more. But stay positive, people. Stay positive. Hopefully this can all be resolved. That's all we want. Until next update, seize the day.